So, MXLinux has been #1 in the page hint rankings on DistroWatch for about 3 years. And I know DistroWatch isn't the be all end all of Linux system rankings, but it is what it is. And it's been there for 3 years. So, I'm finally going to have a look at it. MXLinux is based on Debian Stable and Antix. Origin Greece. Architecture i686, which means it will support most 32-bit machines. And, of course, x80, 64-bit. It has Kde Plasma. xfce is actually its desktop environment of choice. They have, since their beginning, they have added Kde Plasma. It's kind of an older Kde Plasma, partly because it's coming from Debian Stable, but they are on the current stable, the current LTS of Kde Plasma, which I think is something .24, 5.24, I believe, if I remember right. So, finally, I'm going to have a look at it. I'm going to look at the xfce variety since it is their flagship desktop environment. So let's get at it. This is the live, call it live, I guess we still call it live CD, but nobody really uses a CD anymore. Live boot environment, I'll say it that way. Trying out MX 21.1, released April 9, 2022. This is definitely an older school bootloader by the looks of it. Yeah. Nice background, though. I'll give it that. Oh, that's so old school. Ugh. Takes me back. I've only been Linuxing since 1998. So yeah, it takes me back. Oh, that loaded quick. Oh, okay. Just again, this is my first look at it, and my first look at it is, oh my goodness, that loaded quick. Okay, we'll go from here. User demo, password demo, super root, and password root. So that's a little disappointing, but it is old school Debian. So again, we'll go from there. I'm going to go ahead and install it. Nice little flower look. Independent Linux distribution based on Debian Stable. Uses some components from MXLinux. Is Mepis still a thing? I used to use Mepis. That's cool. Having flashbacks. Yeah, we'll use entire disk. Okay. Okay, I want to see what the customized disk layout looks like. Oh my goodness, that is old school. That's not for beginners. Okay, I'm just gonna use the quick installer. Yeah. Interesting that's interesting. You click install and it starts installing. It doesn't ask you for your username, and I guess the keyboard thing happened right away, so I did notice that. That's interesting. It's strange. Paused for required operator input, but it's not asking me anything. I have nothing behind it. Hmm. Is it waiting for me to hit next? Pause for required operator input next. It is. Oh my lord. Okay. There's my usernames. Okay, hit finish. Man, I really like this. Just nostalgia. Old school nostalgia. I really love that. Very, what? Antiquated look, I guess. I will absolutely say it boots up slickety split. No doubt about it. Don't show this dialogue. I want to know what this is. Okay, that is your package manager. Let's see what they're using for a package manager. Oh, Synaptic. Haven't seen that in a while. Now, that's actually kind of cool. If I remember how to use this. Nice. All right, what have we got here? I need a terminal. How do I get to a terminal? That's not a terminal. Must be the menu. All right, I found the menu. Terminal. It is running Pulse Audio. I'm being Debian. I mean, that's no surprise at all. They kind of keep to the old school scenarios. All right, let's see what's on here. Under accessories, catfish file search, bulk rename, Conky manager, featherpad, lightweight text editor based on Qt. That's cool. Light DM is the greeter. Let's see what we can configure in Light DM. Can change the theme. Wow, look at all the themes. Wow. Icons. Wow. Nice. Panel. Window position. Panel. Window position. Miscellaneous. Keyboard on board. Reader Orca. That's cool. It comes with the screen reader. Good for those who don't see well. That's cool. And I really do like underneath the clock on the, it's just a widget, I'm sure, but shows you your hard drive space, your memory usage, and your CPU usage. I like that. By default. That's cool. Let's see. Development, Genie. Lightweight IDE using GDK Plus. Icon browser. Games comes with L Breakout 2, Mahjong, Peggy, Swellfoop, Graphics, Document Scanner, G Thumb for your images, Laze Paint. Okay, let's check out Laze Paint. Pretty basic. That's not too bad. Reminds me of real old school Windows Paint, Microsoft Paint. Nice. Nice. Cool. No. Go back. Internet comes with Firefox. Of course, comes with Thunderbird. That's pretty standard. GNOME PPP, dial-up, GNOME dial-up tool. I don't know what that is. I still don't know what that is. Oh, is that? Oh my, what? Is that for what I think it is? Is that for dial-up modems? Are those still a thing? I'm sure they are. Transmission for BitTorrent, multimedia, ALSA mixer, ALSA audio. Interesting. Asunder, Clementine. Clementine's QT, I'm pretty sure. GMDP, Pulse Audio. So this really does mix QT and GDK apps. About CH root rescue scan. That's cool. That's really good if you need to fix something that you boot into a live environment. I'm assuming that CH root rescue scan is part of the live environment built in. That's actually pretty cool. CLI app-based package manager. I have 72 updates available. Wow. Let's see. Live USB kernel updater. Wow. Does that mean I can get the latest and greatest kernel? System is not a live USB, and oh, okay. That's only if you're on the live USB. That's weird. Okay, let's go back to a terminal. And assuming apt works. Okay. It didn't ask me for my password. Is that normal? And if it is normal for an upgrade, and I did a full upgrade, which means if it has to install something, it will. It's uninstalling, beginning installing. Okay. So if you don't need a password just to update your system, I totally approve. Absolutely 100% wholeheartedly approve. I don't think you should have to have a password just to do updates, and I don't believe you need a password that you should have to have a password to connect a damn printer either. Just saying. Okay, I feel better now. Thank you for listening to me vent. I notice right here that it's loading a new PPA DKMS files. Does that mean PPAs are installed on this by default? Interesting. Yeah, it took a while. That was a big update, though. I sped it up for you so that you didn't have to follow through all that. Yeah, that took a while. The one thing I want to know is I do see some QT and GDK in here together. So I want to know how long it takes to or how many packages come in if I try to do a install. Updating Live. That's the one that I use the most of, a lot. Okay. So it's got a few Qt packages, but it doesn't have very many Qt core components. So that's interesting. I wonder if this has a video editor built in. It does not. Okay. Well, if you're going to install this to a sizable hard drive, then the extra few packages don't matter that much. And Kde Live is open source. It's the best, I think, in my opinion. What else can we look at? We need to look through this menu a little bit more, don't we? We got to multimedia, MX tools. I was looking through that, I believe, and then I got sidetracked with the kernel updater. So, yep, that's where I was. They do have a live USB maker. I think that's pretty standard coming from Debian. NVIDIA driver installer. Nice. Nice. Office. Probably 8. LibreOffice. Everything LibreOffice. Orage calendar. I've never heard of that one. PDF Ranger. Q. PDF view. I use a lot of, I use Kde Plasma, so a lot of these apps I haven't heard of because there's other apps in KDE that are Qt. Settings has an ad block built in. That is excellent, most excellent. Let's see, Bluetooth adapters. Oh man, Thunar file manager, firewall. Got some MX tools, MX tweaks. Load up MX tools, shall we? Okay, we saw some of this earlier. NVIDIA driver installer, Conky. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's cool. And the other one I wanted to look at was MX tweak. I wanted to see what that was. Oh. Display panel vertically on the left or horizontally on the bottom. I'm sure you can change that to the right, to the bottom, to the top. Sweet. Put it back on the left, shall we? Okay. Restore default panel in case you mess it up. That's good. Sometimes you need that. Theme, lots of themes to pick from. That's really good. Let's look at MX Dark. It didn't change a whole lot, but that's a little easier on the eyes. Compositor. A couple things there. Compositor XFWM or Compton or none. Don't know that enough about xfce to know. GTK scaling. That's for your really big, great big displays. Your ultra high definition displays. Xrender tweaks. Fig options. Enable single click. Yes, thank you. And it's default. Thank you. Single click in Thunar. Default. Thank you. I approve. And other, enable kernel sandbox, password for administrative tasks, user. That's cool. Okay. So I have gone through this and I've looked at quite a few things in here. Very nice. Very nice defaults. Very nice clean look to it. Mostly GDK apps, which makes sense coming with xfce. I would have to load up the Kde Plasma variety to really compare it to what I'm normally used to. But from what I can tell, it looks really nice. It's got some really nice defaults. I want to see. Simple software application package installer. Just curiosity. Oh, look at there. It's got a button install for Google Chrome, button install for Brave. That is sweet. That is absolutely sweet. MXLinux just went much higher on my list just for that. That is really good. Really nice. Really nice, new user friendly. The install is simple as long as you're not doing anything not basic. Yeah. Let's see. Stable repo. It does have MX testing repo. And it does warn you, that's good. Debian backports. Flatpaks. Not responsible for the functionality of the individual flatpaks themselves. Nice to know. That's good for them to say, I think. And console output. Okay, so super thrilled and super happy that Google Chrome is that easy to install. I know a lot of you don't want to see people on Linux using Google Chrome, but sometimes you have to. I have games on Google Play, and because of that, I'm using AdSense and AdMob, and sometimes they just will not load in Firefox. I could probably use Chromium, but you know, Google Chrome, Google already knows about me. They know everything about me that there is to know. So, yeah, it is what it is. And Google Chrome makes it pretty simple for everything that I need it to do. And that's the case for a lot of people. So I'm glad to see MX made it that simple to install it. So that is my first look at MXLinux. I think it's pretty nice. It's not for me. At least the xfce variety isn't for me. I'm sure the Kde variety isn't either, considering I like to be not on the bleeding edge, but I can see it from where I stand. So Debian tends to hold back a little bit more than Monjero. I like my Monjero, and it does me well. So that is MXLinux. And you watched this all the way through. I appreciate you watching. Hit like and subscribe. Make an old trucker happy. And until next video, thanks for watching.